Shobit, the market is so bad. I haven't worked at a FANG company. I don't have an MBA. My leadership teams tells me what to do, so I can't really influence strategy. I'm just an executor. These are the reasons I hear from product managers all the time. Why they cannot land their next ideal product management role. And at first, they sound valid. But what if I told you none of those things are the real reason why you're stuck in your job search? What if the real problem was how you're approaching this search entirely? I'm Shobit Chugh, former product leader at Google, founder of Intentional Product Manager, and over the past few years, we've helped over 1,500 product managers land roles at companies like Meta, Amazon, Stripe, Google, Microsoft, Twilio, early stage startups that are really coming up now, the kind of companies that you wish you had equity in. And here's what I've learned. The product managers who succeeded don't have perfect backgrounds. They don't have magic resumes. And most of them didn't come from elite schools or fancy brands. They just stopped approaching their career like a guessing game and started running it like a product launch where they were the product. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 shifts every successful job seeker makes. These are the exact phases we install inside our intentional job search program. And if you've been applying and not hearing back, this is going to change everything. Let's start with phase 1, the signature narrative, the story that sells. Let's talk about why your resume is not converting. It's not because it's ugly. It's not because you're missing a certification. It's not because you're missing brand names. It's because it's broadcasting the wrong story or no story at all. Most product managers show up with a list of tasks. Wrote user stories, shipped this feature, collaborated with engineers, influenced stakeholders. It all just reads the same. Product manager with 10 years of experience. But what hiring managers are actually looking for is this. What problems did you identify? How did you solve them? Why was it so difficult to solve them? What changed because you were there? What did you lead? Not just what did you do. The truth is, hiring is all about belief transfer. Before they even meet you, the hiring team is asking one thing. Do I believe this person can solve the problems I'm dealing with right now? If your resume and narrative don't answer that clearly, you're out, no matter how good your experience is. So, you don't have a job search problem. You have a positioning problem. Now, inside our program, we help you build what we call your signature narrative. This is the messaging that turns your experience into influence. We extract your angle of mastery, the core problems you solve better than anyone else. We craft a simple, compelling story that gets hiring managers leaning in, and we install it everywhere. Your resume, your LinkedIn, your interviews, and even how you outreach to people, how you network. This is the moment you stop being a commodity and become a category of one. Clients like Gareth use this to go from not landing roles, coming second in line, to director at Twilio. Kyle used it to pivot into big tech. Kiori built her story and landed a $100K increase. Why? Because the story finally matched their value. Now let's talk about phase 2, flawless interviewing. Let's say you get past the resume and land the interview. That's great. But now the spotlight's on you. And most product managers, they're not trained for that moment. Their voice trembles. Their answers ramble. They miss the signal the interviewer is looking for. And the opportunity was close, but it slips. And if you've ever walked out of an interview thinking, I knew the answer, I just didn't say it right, I had everything to back it up, I was a perfect fit, you already know the cost of not preparing correctly. This isn't about memorizing answers. This is about learning how to own the room. See, here's the thing. You don't rise to the level of your experience, you fall to the level of your training. In intentional job search, we teach you how to perform under pressure. We call this flawless interviewing. We run you through high-stakes mock interviews. We drill behavioral questions, product strategy, product design, metrics, vision, storytelling until they just flow. We simulate pressure so the real thing feels like, hey, just another round of what you've already done. But here's what really changes. You don't just sound like you want the job, you sound like you already have it. You don't shrink when a VP joins a panel. You own the narrative. You start connecting your experience to the salary target, not your past compensation. This is why candidates like Ayush went from applying randomly to finding a role at Coinbase, which accepts less than 0.1% of candidates. This is why Gabor finally broke into Google after 4 failed attempts. This is why Santiago landed an AI by simply learning when to stop over-explaining. Now, if you're watching this video and you know all of this sounds like here and you want to get to the next level, book book a call with my coaches. Strategy call, where we figure out exactly what's blocking you in your job search and help you lay out the steps to get you there, all for free. Use the link in the show notes to book a call with us. Now let's talk about phase 3, strategic networking and execution, how to stop chasing and start attracting. Now, here's the part most people never fix. Even if your story is good and your interview skills are solid, if your job search strategy is simply apply and hope for the best, you're just going to get ghosted. Because high level product roles, they're not really looking for those online applications. They are created, and those roles are pursued through conversations, through warm referrals. They're attracted. And that's why the final phase in intentional job search is all about strategic execution. We install a 7-layer referral strategy that includes messaging templates, peer referrals from alumni already inside top companies, endorsements from a team of coaches at Amazon, Meta, Google, and whatnot, access to hiring managers who want to work directly with us, community referrals from a network of 1,000 plus PMs. You stop applying everywhere. You start appearing exactly where you belong. Even more important, we help you negotiate your compensation as a product leader once you have it. With compensation data, level matching intel, and narrative anchoring, so you land not just any offer, but the one that pays you what you're worth. Now look, here's the truth that most people avoid. You can keep blaming the market. You can keep saying, hey, FANG only hires people with top MBAs. They want only people with previous FANG experience. You can keep telling yourself that someone else must be more qualified, but none of those will get you the outcome that you want. You're not being overlooked because you're not good enough. You're being overlooked because you haven't shown up as the person who already has the job. And that starts right now, this moment. This now is your launch pad. What are you including in it? More doubt, more delay, or a decision? If you're ready to stop guessing and finally get hired into the kind of product leadership role you know you're capable of, here are your next steps. Go to the link in our description. Fill out a quick form, book a call, and we'll map out your plan to craft your strategic narrative, install flawless interviewing, and launch a strategic search that actually works. This is the system top product managers are using to land roles they once thought were out of reach, even in a tough market. And once you're in this system, things stop feeling random. You get control back, you get clarity back, and you finally get offers that match the level you're always operated at. What are you waiting for? The next moment starts right now. Book a call with us. And once you booked a call, make sure you check out this video where I break down exactly step by step what I would do if I was searching for an AI product management role in today's market. See you on the inside.